Welcome to the 31 Days of Halloween, presented by the Honor Society of Entertainment Arts at the LA Film School. I'm your host, Angel, and this is The Legacy of Fear, a journey through the evolution of horror and films that shaped our darkest imaginations. So dim the lights, settle in, and let the terror begin. Welcome back to The Legacy of Fear, part of the 31 Days of Halloween here at the Honor Society at the LA Film School. I am Angel, your host, and today we confront the film many still call the scariest of all time that captivated and set the bar for a specific area in the horror genre. That film, The Exorcist. In 1973, director William Friedkin created this film based on William Peter Blatty's novel, The Exorcist. The novel told the story of Regan MacNeil, a young girl possessed by a demon. Played by Linda Blair, Regan begins as an innocent child and becomes the centerpiece of one of cinema's most harrowing transformations. But you see, the power of The Exorcist lay not just in its shocks, but in its performances. Ellen Burstyn gave a raw, emotional performance as Regan's mother, Chris. Jason Miller, as Father Karras, brought human doubt and grief into the story of faith. And then there was Max von Sydow as Father Merrin, delivering gravitas in the battle of God versus evil. The imagery in this film was unforgettable. Regan levitating, her head spinning, that guttural inhuman voice, screaming, screeching, pleading, and cursing. Audiences in 1973 weren't ready for this. Reports of fainting, vomiting, and even people running from theaters only added to the legend. But what made The Exorcist truly groundbreaking was its respect for horror as serious cinema. It was nominated for 10 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, the first horror film to have ever done so. It won 2 for Best Screenplay and Best Sound, proving horror could stand shoulder to shoulder with prestige drama. The music was just as impactful. The track Tubular Bells, composed by Mike Oldfield, was also nominated for an Academy Award and proved to be a soundtrack of the decade for horror films across the world. And the legacy lives on. Sequels, prequels, television reimaginings, but nothing has matched the raw impact of the original film. The Exorcist didn't just scare us, it made us believe that evil could find us in the most ordinary places. And it laid the groundwork for all manner of demonic-influenced films. Whether it was a haunting or a demon, an exorcism, and yes, even the Ouija board, all came out of The Exorcist. 50 years later, The Exorcist still defines horror. It pushed the boundaries of what we could see, what we could feel, and what the genre could achieve. The Exorcist is more than a film. It's a cultural touchstone. The day horror stepped out of the shadows and onto the world stage. So, as you put your list of films together for your Halloween marathon, make sure The Exorcist is there. But let me warn you. 2 things. Leave the Ouija board alone. And if your little sister sits up and her head starts spinning, it might be time for you to leave. I thank you for coming by to visit, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.